Hey, everybody, and we are live. All right. I will keep the chat open so that I can see your questions and comments. But welcome back to my behind the scenes. Let me find my way back to Zoom. There we are. Welcome back to Behind the Scenes with me, Reverend JJ Warren at Church of the Young Prophets, our entirely LGBTQIA plus led virtual church community. And so I want to welcome you back to my virtual office here in Gathertown. And let me take you to my office as we chit chat. So, just for about 20 minutes before worship, I've been coming on Zoom to show you just a little bit behind the scenes as we go. So, you are more than welcome to share thoughts or questions or comments in the chat. And as I get ready for worship here, and you are with me here getting ready for worship, we have worship every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States, 11 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And in Europe, that is 5 p.m. in the UK, 6 p.m. here in Central Europe, where I am, 8 p.m. in East Africa. And you are welcome to join us anytime for worship. Now, feel free to put your thoughts, your questions into the chat as we hang out in my office here for a few minutes. And I'm going to redecorate the sanctuary a little bit. And I look forward to hanging out with you as we get ready for worship. So, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. Let me find my way back to Gathertown. Let's see. You can see my virtual dog Amos here. All right. So for those of you that don't know, this is our entirely LGBTQIA plus led virtual church. And we designed this on a platform called Gather. And you can find this link on youngprophetscollective.org. And this is a safe space for young LGBTQIA plus people of faith and people of all ages who are affirming, who maybe, going into a physical church can be a trigger for a lot of us. And so, or perhaps even just physically inaccessible for a lot of folks. And so, this virtual church is our attempt at creating and designing an intentional space that you can access anytime from anywhere. And we have some how to videos on our YouTube. And this is just, this is our church space. I'm going to take you into this is one of my favorite rooms here, because it just feels like it feels like an old Sunday school room. And I feel like when I walk into this, I can smell the stale smell of a Sunday school room at a physical church. So that's just one of the reasons that I love this room here. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions about this virtual church or Church of the Young Prophets, anything that we do in the comments here. I'm just going to let folks know on Instagram that I'm live, and we will keep talking. All right. So moving back out of this lovely little Sunday school room where folks hang out. This is our little lobby. Some of you have seen this before. So if it's your first time to Church of the Young Prophets, chances are you'll pop in down here at the lobby. But let's head upstairs and redecorate. Now, everyone at Church of the Young Prophets gets a desk so that you can personalize this space. And it also acts as a private area. So you can have one-on-one conversation with folks and not be interrupted in your own private area. You can design it however you like, change the desk. You see someone here has a piano and design it however you'd like. So it is your space. And then here's one of my other favorite areas, our labyrinths, our prayer labyrinths. You can find out more about those. If anything glows yellow in the space, that means that it's interactive. So you press X on your keyboard and it gives you more information. So this sign has some information. You can find my office hours right here outside my office by pressing X when that gets close. So there you see the link. You can press that link, and that's you can schedule time with me. You can open and close doors. There's just a lot of interactive pieces to our virtual campus here, our virtual church. Also in the library over here, you can find some documents, some books to read. The red one here is our United Methodist Theology of Holy Communion. So if you're a nerd like me and you're just curious, what do United Methodists believe about communion? Then you can come into our library and you have access to this book to see the book and find out everything you'd like to know. So the different names we have, is it Holy Communion? Is it Lord's Supper? Is it Eucharist? What are the differences? There are differences. You can find out more all about that here. The background of it, our United Methodist heritage, what is grace? And in the United Methodist Church, we believe that communion is a means of grace. Well, what does that mean? You can click on this document and find out. Easy peasy. And then this blue book over here is our Theology of Baptism. So again, you can press X on that, and then you'll see this lovely document about baptism. So just lots of different resources available for you. And our aim with this space is simply to create, and here's some more information. You can always find that on the sandwich board signs. And then if you're ever able to donate or know of folks who you could pass the link to, you can press X there to donate to us. We are a registered nonprofit. And that is particularly difficult now in the Trump administration. We're located in the US. And so any support that you are able to offer us as we seek to provide community and resources for LGBTQ people around the world, especially now, we will need your help. And then now we're in our virtual sanctuary. Let me just check back to YouTube, see if anybody is in the comments. Feel free to leave some comments there. Have to keep the YouTube comments on a pretty safe standard, so it doesn't admit a lot of comments, just because a lot of trolls are out there, unfortunately. But I'm so glad that you are watching this and that we can hang out here together. Feel free to leave a message there or DM us on Instagram, Young Prophets Collective, or you can email us, youngprophetscollective@gmail.com. You can always ask more questions or get connected there. But like I said, now we're in our virtual sanctuary here. And if you come to the fireplace, you can sit at this lovely couch, hang out, watch the previous week's worship by pressing X again on your keyboard. Once more, there's our Theology of Baptism right next to our baptismal font. See our lovely UMC logo all about. And then our sanctuary, rather than pews or chairs, is all couches. So we hang out around these virtual couches together. And these, again, are private spaces. So you can have small group conversations without being interrupted when someone walks by or someone else is meeting around a different couch. So each small group can have conversations around the couches. Your camera and video will pop up if you allow that, and you can chat with folks. You can also chat down here in the chat just to your couch or to the entire space. And yeah, so I really love that because it makes it a bit more intimate, that you can have private conversations, really, be present with folks, listen to what people are experiencing, and be there for one another in a way that's less awkward than Zoom. You're not stuck in this room with lots of people and trying to make one-on-one conversation while staring at 30 people. So that's one of the reasons I love this space. But right now, and let me just take you to the altar here. This is our altar area, our chancel. And this is where we have praise music on Saturdays and mini sermons and scripture and whatnot. All parts of worship are present here. And you're invited to join us anytime for LGBTQ-led worship on Saturdays. Allies are welcome. It's entirely LGBTQ-led, and allies are welcome to experience the service. And if you are someone who's looking for a community that won't tell you what to do or what to believe, but is just here to celebrate you wherever you are, that's what we're here for. So you're welcome anytime to check it out. And if coming into GatherTown feels like too much of a commitment or a stretch, then you can always watch it on Facebook Live, and you can pop into one of our worship services simply from the live stream or Zoom. All right, but right now I want to do some things in Gather in the virtual sanctuary. So let's put in a document. So around the couches, we normally have a little document here, a little note rather, that has a link for people to join us in Discord. And Discord is where we carry on conversation throughout the week. And so we like to put that note here so that if you're new, you can click here to connect with us on Discord. And we'll put our Discord link in there, but I have to send that to myself. So let me send that to myself and check back on YouTube. So if any of you are here in YouTube, feel free to say hello in the comments, give a like, subscribe, share this with your friends who might be curious about virtual church. And I look forward to getting to connect with you. Let me send myself this link. All right, for Discord. And if you haven't used Discord before, honestly, I was a bit skeptical because I had never used it. But people here said, our community member said, you got to get Discord. The church has to have a Discord. So we created this Discord, and it is, let's see. It is a conversation space, which, especially now as Meta is becoming even more evil and supportive of alt-right things, we are moving more things to Discord, which is our messaging app. And you simply can download it on your mobile device, or you can just open the website Discord as a website, and you can join us there. And we have conversation throughout the week. That's how we be church together. Let me go back into Gather for a moment. And let me get that link to myself. All right. Where do we have this link? Let me go to my email. All right. And we are adding in a link. Copy link. All right. Back to Zoom. Share screen. Let's go back into Gather. All right. All right, so we're back in Gather. We're gonna copy and paste our Discord link here. Press X for Discord link. All right, and that's how we create a note to drop in our space. So you'll see we like to put them around the couches so that folks who are new with us in worship can access Discord and talk more with us throughout the week. All right, thanks for hanging out with me as we add this note into space. This is our Spanish couch, so if you prefer to communicate with folks in Spanish, you're welcome to come to this table and you'll find folks to converse with. And so we have our sermons, usually they are written out and translated into Spanish and available. And so we share all those links during the service at that table and on Facebook Live as well. All right, so let's keep putting this little note around. Yeah, lovely. Thanks for hanging out with me as I decorate our virtual sanctuary. And as you can see, we've got some virtual dogs around. If you press X, then those cute little pups will follow you around. Let's press X here. All right, come on. And fabulous. Okay, now we've put those down and we are ready to go. In the meantime, my friend Reverend Heidi is here doing tech, so let's send her a message. And you can message to everyone or just one person in particular. Hey. Just on YouTube Live. All right. And Heidi does our tech, helping to run the live stream. Let's go back to my office for a minute. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me before worship today. As I said, worship is every day at, rather every Saturday. It would be nice if we had it every day. Every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. in the UK, 6 p.m. Central Europe, and 8 p.m. in East Africa. And so we have folks from all over the world: Kenya, Uganda, across Europe, across the US, Canada, Mexico. So yeah, we'd love to be in community with you. Folks hang out here. And throughout the week, we also have different events. So we have on Tuesdays, we have Holy Communion every Tuesday. It's 15 minutes. And then our admins are available afterwards to hang out. So Tuesday communion starts at the same time as our normal worship. So whatever time zone that is, whatever time that is in your time zone, that could be, so if you're in the East Coast of North America, that's 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays. That's our Holy Communion service. And then every Wednesday, we have Night Owls, where folks hang out late at night from about 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And every other Thursday, we have Disabled, Neurodivergent, and Queer, a small group that gathers in here as well from our community. So you're welcome to join us at any of these events. We'd love to see you at worship sometime if you'd like. You can join us here and gather via Zoom or Facebook Live, and all those links are available on our website, youngprophetscollective.org. All right, I'm going to log off here and get ready for worship. So I look forward to seeing you one day soon if you'd like. And again, if you have any questions about how to join us here in GatherTown or to access our community, feel free to send us an email at youngprophetscollective@gmail.com. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you sometime soon.